Hello, everybody. This is Sonia from Diamond Astrology. First of all, I would like to share with you this beautiful place where I am. Look at the beauty. We are on Lago d'Orta, Orta Lake, in the northern part of Italy. And today we are here to understand together what is the meaning, what is the message of the upcoming full moon in Gemini that will be there in the sky for us on December the 7th. Let's start from the sentence that summarizes the meaning, the message of this moon. I would say that frustration is our inability to see potential new ways to solve a solution or to tackle a topic. It may happen that in the next days we will face this kind of frustration due to the specific position of the moon in the sky. This full moon is in Gemini and it's very close to Mars. The moon symbolizes the emotional needs we have, and Mars symbolizes our masculine energy, our ability to get out in the world and get what we want. So our self-affirmative energy. The two planets are together in this moment, and this means that we will have a strong desire to reach something, to get something for us. But there's another part of the story, because in the sky, Neptune will be squaring this moon. What does it mean? That there is a strong tension between planet Neptune and the moon. This is a sort of obstacle that prevents us from getting what we want. So it is a possibility that we will experience some kind of frustration in the next days. That's why I'm talking about frustration, because the sky suggests that we have a strong desire for something, but something is preventing us from getting what we want. And there is a learning here. The learning is that striving to get what you want in these days is not the right choice. It is not the right choice because Neptune is also a confusing energy. So what happens is that our actions and our mind will be quite confused. And the first learning is, do not take action, do not take decisions when your mind is cloudy. If you have not a clear idea, in many cases your action results in a mistake. So the suggestion of this moon is stop and relax before taking your decision. You know that I always suggest you some consideration to be done under a specific moon. I suggest that you have your homework workbook, where you can write what you have thought about my suggestions. And so the idea now is to work around whatever is creating frustration in your life in this moment, and start looking at it from a completely different perspective. The idea here is possibly there are solutions or scenarios that you are not seeing, that in this moment you don't realize are there for you. So my suggestion is, do not take decisions now. Wait for 14 days if you have the opportunity to do so. And especially if you belong to the signs I'm going to highlight in the second part of this video. So for everybody, and specifically for some of you, the idea is, this may be a confused situation. You may be frustrated about something. The idea here is not to push, not to strive, but to relax, sit back, and think out of the box. What's there that can be done and you haven't considered yet? Or it may also just be a matter of timing. Is this the right timing for that? Or you can wait a little bit to take that decision. Do you already have all the information needed, or you need something else? So take your time, make some consideration about all of this, and maybe in 14 days, things will be much clearer than they are right now. Frustration also have another effect. It's a sort of blockage of our brain. You know, when people are competing for something, maybe on TV shows, and they know something, they have that information in their brain, but they cannot access it. So they know the answer, but they can't tell it. It's because the stress of the moment block the brain. And in this moment, the situation may be similar for you. Maybe there are solutions there, but you are not seeing them because of this stress. So try to deflate this stressful situation, and then maybe new ideas will come up. I promise you that I was going to tell you who are the people who will be more affected by this more. For sure, we are talking about people who were born like between the 12th and 20th day of Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. These people will be much more affected by this confusion that I was talking about, this sort of fog that creates difficulties in having a clear understanding of the situation. So if you were born in one of these days, just take your time. Instead, if you are born in the second decade of Libra and Aquarius, this moment may be quite fruitful for you. My idea is that intuition, which is one of the other meaning of Neptune, intuition may really support you in solving a situation or getting to the result you're aiming at. So, whatever is your sign, whatever is your date of birth, please consider the idea that in this moment, maybe rationality is not the main, rationality and striving are not the main tools you have to solve your problem, but use fantasy, imagination, and wait, take time. If you know something more about astrology, I would also say to you that these suggestions are particularly important for you also if in your natal chart you have planets between the 13th and 19th degree of Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, and clearly the 13th and 19th degrees of Aquarius and Libra. I thank you for being here with me, and we will meet in 14 days' time talking about the new moon phase. In the meanwhile, I'm working on my book of forecasting for 2023, but unfortunately it will be in Italian, so unless you speak some Italian, I cannot suggest you to have a look at it, but maybe, who knows, next year I will also write an English version. In the meanwhile, if you know someone who can speak Italian, you can suggest to go to the Italian website Astri e Psiche. You see it in the description, where they can find the book. Thank you, and see you in 14 days' time. Bye bye.